What's up, guys? Welcome to Craig Thomas TV, man. Today we're gonna be reacting to Chris D'Elia's new video. He has not posted in 8 months. He has not posted in 8 months. If you guys know him at all, you know some allegations came out, and it didn't look good for him. Not gonna lie. Some allegations came out that he was messaging, I guess, underage girls, and then when they became age, he was hooking up with them, and there was a bunch of emails, bunch of shit. Who knows? Who knows what the fuck happened? Either way, he took some time off, and he just dropped this video last night. I'm going to react to it. I have not watched it yet. We'll just dive into it, man, but... yeah, let's get it. Before we start, though, if you have not, please give a subscribe and a like. Hit the little bell. It means a lot. It goes a long way as we're trying to grow this channel. So, yeah, let's dive into this.
I know that it's been a really long time since you've heard from me. And when the news
8 months, man.
broke, I put out a statement that said everything I've done has been legal and consensual, and that's true. And
debatable.
And I wanted that statement to speak for itself. And I wanted to...
Here's the thing, before we get into this, man. So he put out this little tweet or this little statement on Instagram, and it essentially said everything with like you said, legal and consensual. I believe that. I honestly do. But then he didn't defend himself. I mean, if I was accused of something that I didn't do, this is just me personally, and this is how I feel, and I truly didn't do it, and they were taking away my career, I would be posting more videos and saying this is what actually happened, putting forward some other evidence. So because he didn't do that made me actually think that he was actually involved in some not cool shit. But yeah, onward.
Talk immediately. I wanted to post online. I wanted to do my podcast, business as usual, but I thought that might not be the best thing. What might be the best thing would be if I just take this time to be with my family, try and take a long, hard look at myself, and just and do that. And it was...
Are we gonna get a cry? Is this gonna be a cry video? This could be a cry video. I'm calling it.
It was a lot. It was hard. I first of all, I do know how it looks. With all the stuff that's been said and the emails that have been put out there and what the media has been trying to say, and I know it looks bad, and it doesn't show the full scope of what happened.
So why not explain that 8 months ago? That's literally what I just said. Why not explain that 8 months ago? I mean, I think people kind of have forgotten a little, and yeah, we'll see. Let's go.
I stand by the fact that all my relationships have been consensual and legal, and that's just it.
I do believe that. I want to clarify this. I do believe him, but man, some of the girls were young. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? And make no mistake, man, he's not releasing this video 8 months later because, well, he probably loves podcasting, misses all of it, but those 8 months off put a dent in his bank account. Believe that. Losing the sponsors, losing the podcast money, COVID hits, no touring, nothing, man. That puts a dent.
That's the truth. I threw this kind of time away. I've seeked out a lot of kind of, medical advice, therapy, and stuff like that. That doesn't matter here nor there. But what I have come to understand is this was always about sex to me. My life was, sex, it controlled my life. It was the focus. It was my focus all the time. And I had a problem. And I do have a problem. It's not like you months down the line, you just kind of, everything's better. I need to do work on that.
It's funny he's addressing like, okay, he's got a sex addiction or something. Like, yeah, lots of people struggle with that. That's a real thing, but that's not him having lots of sex was not the reason. That was not the reason that all this happened. It's because he was messaging underage girls, and he, like I said, there was no proof that he ever like hooked up with anyone underage or did anything like that that was illegal. But the whole reason was he was talking to underage girls. I hope he dives into that because he's deflecting right now in a smooth way, man.
When I first started,
and for the record, I was a big fan of Chris D'Elia. I think he's hilarious still. Like, it doesn't take away that he's not a great comedian, great podcaster, but I hope he dives into it more.
Doing stand-up, and I started getting a little bit of notoriety in my early 30s. Having sex got a lot easier, is the, for the lack of better words. And I felt lucky. I felt like, oh, wow, I don't need to work as hard. I can just do a show and then have sex, or roll into a city and look at my inbox and then just start writing. And
this reminds me of a point Bill Burr made once about Tiger Woods when all that shit went down. He was he was saying that all these fucking people, like when it came out Tiger Woods had all those affairs and shit, and that's not right what Tiger Woods did. And I mean, it doesn't matter if you value being faithful and stuff, you're not going to do that to your partner. But these fat fucking fucks on like CNN would get on there with like fucking 8 chins, and they're like, oh my, it's unbelievable that Tiger Woods would sleep with these supermodels. Like, these guys have never, the only time these guys on CNN weigh 400 pounds who are like criticizing Tiger Woods, the only time they're getting laid is that, like, come on. So it's just funny when people have no idea what that temptation would be like. I have no idea what that's like. I would like to think that I would never do that, and I don't believe I would, but the temptation is real. Like, let's just be clear about that.
And I did, man. I wrote, I know you've seen some of the messages online. I mean, there's way more than that. I would get at least 50 messages after a show each city a night, and I would reply to all of them. And I thought,
it's got to be more than 50. It's got to be more than 50, man. Like, I was doing arenas.
In my mind, that being straight up with these women was the right thing to do. I'd say, hey, come to my hotel room and let's have sex. Let's make out. Let's do this. Let's do that. And that was what I thought was right. I realized through all of this that doing that is just treating sex like it's casual and being flippant with people.
This is going a weird direction for me. Is it just me? Like, he's just talking about, this is not why you got in trouble. You're allowed to go have sex with people, and if it's consensual, that's fine. Like, it was the underage girls. This is bugging me, man. I'm not buying it right now. I am not buying this right now one bit. I'm going to make a prediction. I've not seen this video. To me, this feels like, I don't know if he's still with his wife through all this shit or whatever. I know they have a kid, but this is like he's talking to his wife right now, or his like family. Like, he probably fucked up. It probably fucked up his relationship. If they're still together, it's probably a struggle right now. This feels like it's more of a selfish act than really apologizing to maybe some of the, younger girls that got fucked up by him, like saying weird shit to them, right?
And that's not the guy I want to be. It's not okay, and I'm sorry for that. It makes me feel shameful, and it makes me feel bad.
I'm not buying it. I am not buying it, man. Oh, God, I want to buy it. I'm just not buying this right now.
People talk a lot about the power dynamic and about, why should someone who is a fan of yours have to worry about if you want to sleep with them or not? And I don't.
Okay, he's
I don't
starting
know
to address
where I fall on that. I sometimes think especially in my early 30s, I would be like, well, the girl has the power because that's, I want to have sex with them. And if they want to have sex with me, then great. But what I can say is the familiarity, I would use the familiarity that
spit it out, buddy. Come on, let's go.
That I had with these women to have sex. I was like, oh, they already use me. They already know me. I didn't have to do the extra work. And I was talking to one of my friends about this and about the power dynamic and about the familiarity and not having to use that. And I said, why is that behavior not okay? Why is it not okay to sleep with somebody if it's consensual and they want to sleep with you? And he said, it's okay. Well, it is okay. It's okay until it's not. And that was when, a lot of it clicked for me. It was...
I'm not buying it, man. I want to buy it. I like
just
Chris D'Elia, man.
became...
Like, I know I'm shitting on him right now. I like him. It's just what he did wasn't cool, man. You gotta address
life
the actual...
controlling. I mean...
I'll pause it here. You gotta address the actual issues, man. None of this, what he's talking about, is why he got, like, quote unquote canceled, right?
I would think about it all the time. I would go and I would do my show, and like I just said earlier, and it was too much, and it became a lifestyle that I didn't know how to stop. I didn't even think I had a problem. I thought that this was how it was. I thought that guys in my position were lucky enough and fortunate enough, and it was going out of control. And I never stopped it. I cheated on most of the girls that I've been with. I cheated on my fiance now.
I fucking called it, man. I fucking called it. I knew it was heading this direction. I fucking knew it. That is so... Oh, that's not good, man. But, okay. Yeah, this makes way more sense. Let's hear what he has to say.
And this is my dream girl. This is the girl that I want to be with for the rest of my life. And even that wouldn't stop what I was doing. And I was headed for
Sorry to stop it again, but this isn't an apology video for... I was thinking this was going to be an apology video for the other stuff. He just quickly cleared up that he doesn't think he did anything wrong. And I mean, I don't know him. I don't know the whole situation. It didn't look good. Like, some of the messages, man, these girls were young. Like, that's fucked up. And I don't think he should, necessarily lose everything over that. But that was... So it's not an apology video. It's more just him checking in here and letting us know what's going on. So I get the vibe now.
You know what I was headed for? I was headed for this. And this needed to happen because I wouldn't have stopped cheating. I wouldn't have stopped using sex. I wouldn't have stopped. So I have a chance here to really, and I have been doing the work and being somebody who is a role model for my son. And I want to do that, and I can't stress that enough. I can't.
It is interesting to see him this vulnerable. I mean, I do respect it. I'm not trying to shit on the guy right now. Like, I just I was thinking this video was going to be an apology video. It's not. This feels like this is directed to his wife.
Go back, and I can't fix that part of me, that hole in me that was trying to be filled with that, the loneliness on the road, or the fear that I felt, or the insecurity that I would try to chase and just conquer with this, with sex, and it was out of control. So I have a chance here to apologize to the people who got caught up in that shit. And, you know, the lies that I would tell my fiance, my friends, that
is a valid point, man. When you're caught up with something you have no power over, whether it's sex addiction, drugs, alcohol, gambling, the lies you tell yourself are insane. You think no one knows, and you lie to yourself to make yourself feel better, but those lies are just making it worse, and it's hurting the people that you truly love. And it's cool to see him recognize that. I'll give him that credit. I don't know if I buy it. My bullshit radar is fucking humming right now. I don't know if I buy this. This seems like sort of a last-ditch attempt, maybe with his... I mean, I'm speculating. I don't know the guy. I'm sitting here making YouTube videos in my basement. I don't fucking know what's going on, but it sounds to me, if I had to guess, like this is like a last-ditch attempt to salvage his relationship right now with maybe like friends, family, and most definitely his fiance, wife, girlfriend, whatever she is.
I'm sorry. You know, I think that being a comedian, it's funny, the stuff that you tell yourself to make everything okay, you know, like the cheating and the sex every night or whatever. You know, well, any guy would do this, which is not true, or whatever it is. And I just... I don't know. It was too much, and I made too many excuses, and I can't do it anymore, and I haven't been. And I've been on this path of recovery now for a bunch of months. I'm doing well, and you know, it's the hardest thing ever to have to look at yourself and realize that that's what it is, and that's what you've done, and that's who you are. And so that's that. But thanks for listening, and I appreciate you all. Thanks.
Man, that went a way different route than I thought. I don't know if I buy it, man, and I don't want to shit on him. I just don't know if I buy it. To me, this seems like a guy who has just realized he's lost everything, and it's like a selfish... It's not even an apology. This is like sort of... might be... I don't know how to word this. Like, I want to be careful here. It seems like a selfish video, like, he's hurting, and he's not doing this because he feels bad about... He might feel bad to an extent, but I think he feels bad himself, and he's trying to make that right to make himself feel better. I could be wrong on that, right? Like, I think he's hilarious. I think he's a great comedian, awesome podcast, hilarious guy. Like, I don't want to see him disappear, and I don't think because of this might be controversial. I don't think he should lose everything because of this. That's not my stance on this. If he had actually, say, like, done something really fucked up, let me clarify. What he did is fucked up. You don't message, even if you think the girl is close to underage. He's 40 years old? You don't engage in that shit. I don't care. There's no excuse for that. You just don't engage in it. He clearly fucked up. There was never anything physical or illegal, but it's just gross. You know, it's just gross, and that's my opinion on it. And you got to live with that now, man. I've made many mistakes in my life, and I have to live with them now. You know, I don't make excuses for them. It's just, you got to move on, and you got to become a better person. And I hope he becomes a better person, because his comedy's great, his content's great, and, you know, his content does help a lot of people as well. And for that fact alone, I hope he gets back on his feet and he becomes a better version of himself. I'm all about second chances with people. I know I shit on him pretty hard in this video, but I am about second chances. And yeah, the bullshit radar going off a bit, but if he's real about this, then good for him, man. And, you know, I hope he starts doing the pod again. But yeah, with that being said, man, that's the reaction to this video. Once again, give a like, give a subscribe, help grow the channel, man. We're still doing the podcast. Got a lot of cool guests coming on. We're gonna be doing reaction videos, and then also starting the Humble Helper, which is a charity segment where we're helping out people in need and people down on their luck, and I'm really excited about that. So yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. I will see you on the next one.